Okay, thank you. It's recording, no problem. Yesterday I did the same because few things which again when I need to edit, so that's why I just stop and try to connect again, start the recording. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but today it's fine. It should be fine. Okay, let's get into our discussion now. You are able to see my screen, I believe. And yesterday we had discussed till this, and there are many things we come across different terminologies, all that related to testing. So that is fine. And coming to the now today we'll start with the Selenium, like introduction to Selenium and what is Selenium and what is Selenium suite. Again, these are all different important things. And then we straight away jump into the discussion of Selenium and Python thing, like how to set up your environment to handle to play with all this stuff. Okay. And again, if you are asking a question, we want to learn Selenium with Java as well. Already we have recorded sessions uploaded in YouTube. So you can also go through that if you have that interest to catch up with Java as well. Okay, apart from Python. Maybe in future, if you plan again with Java, you can again catch up those sessions as well. So now this is, let's today talk about introduction to Selenium. What is the Selenium and the demand for Selenium in the market, and is it difficult or simple? All that we'll quickly discuss in today's session. So point is simple. Well, if you want to get into testing, already right, testing, there are different types of testing. We have manual. These days, most of the companies are very much into this automation. Even in our organization, there is a lot of funding for this automation testing. Even normal projects don't have that much funding, but company is trying to provide more funds for this kind of automation testing teams. Why? Because they are trying to leverage on this testing to reduce that burden for testing needs of our organization. So this is a quick idea to just give you the to just have that importance of this automation. And again, it is a simple thing. Like many people have a little fear about automation. I don't think you need to have that. These are all simple things. Only thing is you need to have a little bit of that programming background that we can have it here while doing sessions, or we can have exclusive programs on Python or Java again and again. So you can upskill anywhere, anytime when you are free and if you are interested. So that is the idea. Now coming back to the Selenium, right, there are different frameworks, testing automation frameworks. Automation means what? Whatever the manual testing you do, the same thing. We try to automate it with this few writing some code. So, and without any tester intervention, you don't need to intervene in the middle and do that process. That process will be automatically moved from one phase to another phase when you do this automation. Right? For example, if you take this, so that you can take anything. Suppose the best example is we'll pitch into this Amazon. If you see here Amazon, suppose you want to enter some text and you want to just test this whether this search box and this search button is working. It's not only this, you can try with this login. There are this website itself is a huge project. There are many menus here. You can test if these menus are working, and in that menus you can again test if these all these items are working here, all these web elements. Otherwise, you can call all in a web page. Everything is a web element here. So all this you can check if these web elements are test working or not. So that everything that check what we do on each thing is nothing but a simple testing. It's manual. The same thing what we can do, we can write a code and automate it. Anyhow, we see that in the upcoming sessions in the next we can probably you can have a quick observation on this automation. So we do a lot of use cases or mini projects for each type of scenario, and there you get a clear picture. So now suppose I enter something and see if the search is working fine or not. See, when I enter something, we should see if it is giving all this IntelliSense help or not. That is one thing. And second thing, once I enter and press, click on this search button, we should see if that items are displayed or not. So this is a testing, simple testing. We are doing it manually. We are verifying if button is working or not, if the search box is working or not. We are doing testing for all these items, web elements. The same thing we can automate it. I'm just giving you a quick heads up. What we can do, the same thing, we can automate it by using either Java or Python or Ruby or C Sharp. There are many languages like this these days. And Selenium supports, I think, all this Python, Java, C Sharp, probably Ruby, I believe. So these four, right? 4 or 5, not more than that, I believe. So now you can use that any of these languages along with this framework like Selenium or any testing framework and do this automation. So with this, what is the advantage? So there is a lot of two things. When you do automation, the advantage with automation is one is you can reduce the time taken to do this testing. So that is time efficiency. We can have time efficiency, what we call technical. Okay. Next, another one, second one is a cost efficiency. So when you try to automate with different frameworks, it is not necessarily to be Selenium. There are many other testing frameworks like Tosca or UFT or Raft. There are many more friends so existing in the market. Some of these frameworks are something specific to some companies. Okay, that is a different thing. But still, a quick this thing is there are many frameworks which helps us to do the automation. Okay. Uh, uh, Friends, I believe, can you please mute on that? I'm just trying to mute it. Okay, I think everything got muted. No problem. Friends, please mute your machine so that we don't have any break in the middle. Right. Thank you. Thanks for muting. Actually, I can do that, but I just thought to just keep it as is. Okay, no problem. So I'm in some flow. I'm talking about the importance of automation actually, because that is also very important when you are learning automation. Okay, we expect better packages. That is fine. Also, more than manual these days, most of the companies are preferring this automation. That is fine. Apart from that, what are the advantages? Why organization is looking for automation? If somebody is asking this question, there are two important benefits here. One is cost efficiency, second one time efficiency. The first one is very important thing. Of course, even time is important. So to reduce that cost, I mean that funding thing on these things, organizations are aggressively working to implement this automation. Not only just our organization, but most of the organizations are doing this because I hear even from our learners that what's happening there in their organizations. So that is the idea, friends. Coming back to now, we cannot discuss all those frameworks. Maybe in future we might plan some Tosca or something. That is also most happening. So, but now we are focusing on Selenium, and 80 to 90% of the companies are still using Selenium, and Selenium still have that mileage up to still some 8 or 9 years. Maybe later Selenium might be taking a transformation, or some new testing frameworks might if possible replace that, like Tosca or like Raft or something, UFT or something. I hope this is clear, but we don't have a problem. Still, this is hot in the market, have good packages. I hope that is clear, right? So now let us step into what is Selenium here. I think I just have given a quick idea about the market trends and the importance of automation, why automation, all that, and different types of frameworks that exist in the automation. Okay, maybe if somebody asks you quickly, we don't need to say only Selenium. There is something like Tosca. You can Google search it. Also Raft, RFT, UFT, I mean UFT itself, right? So these are all few of the existing frameworks, right, which is popular. So now coming to the next one, automation. What is automation here? Whatever we are doing manually, we just write a code and try to just make it. What we do is we just that code will automatically run the execution, and that is what we call automation. Simply speaking, automation is nothing but writing a piece of code and just avoiding that, or omitting that manual process is nothing but automation. So what do we do here? Simple. You write some piece of code for your web application or web page, and then run that, execute that project. So that automatically run from start to end and do whatever testing that is needed on each web page or web element. That is whichever that is needed. And that is what we call automation is. I hope that is clear. Automation is nothing but just codifying your this thing. That's all, friends. So the whatever manual work you do, the same thing, we implement a code and just we make it run through some code basis. And that kind of process or flow, we call it as automations in simple layman terminologies. And web-based automation means, just now I showed you, right? This web Amazon. If not Amazon, you take web Flipkart. If not Flipkart, your organization specific websites, the client specific websites or vendor specific websites, whatever it is. Instead of you doing this such, you can write a code and automate this. Automate is nothing but implementing some code for the manual work you are doing and executing those flows. That execution flows through some script is nothing but what we call automation. Simply speaking, that's all. Now, so that's about this one. Somebody is asking question. Let me just see. Okay, now no questions. That's fine then. I hope that is clear, right? Next one is maybe the next question is web-based automation. Web-based automation means simple, friends. You automate a website instead of what we just done little manual thing. The same thing we can do automation on websites. The whole website can be automated through some scripts, and that is called web-based automation. And Selenium is exclusively useful. It is targeted to implement web automation. It is used to implement web automation. I hope that is clear. So that is one more important point here. So web automation means nothing but automating your websites or your web applications is nothing but web automation. Again, we write scripts for that and then we do this automation. And if you ask me a question, Manoram, can you show us some web-based automations? Yeah, throughout these sessions, next 2 months, we are going to observe those only. 2 to 2.5 months. We are going to create numerous mini projects on different web elements. Not one or two. See, if you look at this, there are so many web elements. Just a minute. Let me just show you the syllabus content here. And we are going to work on all this. Definitely, you can, even if you have any this thing on that. Okay, course content. See this, all this. There are so many web elements here. You can see here locators, web elements and locators. This checkbox. What is there in the web page, like drop down list, like checkbox, radio buttons, drag and drop things, iframes. Okay, windows. All that. It's not like one name. There are many things in a website. All that we can automate them, right? And we are going to work on all this. It's not like we are just only going to see one or two samples. We try to go extensively, right? We are rigorously going to work on all this. It's about your patience. That's all, friends. So that is the point here. So we are going to do all these automations. I hope that is clear now, right? So it is more a deeper course. It's not like what is, again, I'm reiterating. So we are going to focus on every aspect of these automations, including some additional topics that is needed to be a full-fledged automation tester. Okay, now we do, if you see here, now another important thing. What exactly Selenium is, we just came to understand certain things. It is an automation framework, that is one thing. And it is an open source. Why? Can you please mute that, friends? So I don't have a choice. Let me do one thing to avoid this, you know. uh, okay. So now we don't have audio issues. So what we can do, if you have any questions, please answer in the chat box, friends. Okay. Great. Sorry, if you have any questions, please ask in the chat box. And if I have any questions, please answer in the chat box, friends. Okay. So because I keep asking quick questions sometimes, maybe you can answer those in the chat box. Chat box is enabled and mic is muted for some time. I will open it at the end of the session if you want to stay back and want to discuss anything about your this thing. Right, fine. I'm talking about something. What is it? So this is Selenium framework as we just discussed. It's a framework used to implement certain automations web on websites. That is fine. Next, what else? Why this is so popular? Why 80 to 90% of the companies are choosing this Selenium? Means the answer is simple. It is an open source. If it is Tosca or something, you have to purchase licenses. It will become very, again, it is cost effective. So that is more, it's difficult to manage when we have licensing thing for certain frameworks. So that's why Selenium is why it's popular because of one reason is it is an open source as well. So it's free of cost. So that is one more. So that's why many of the small, medium level and larger companies are still using Selenium, and still it is the most popular testing framework. Okay. Next one, it supports multiple programming languages. Just now we are very clear with this, right? We are doing Selenium with Python. Already we did Selenium with Java. There is something Selenium with C Sharp, because I heard some of our known person are asking me about Selenium with C Sharp as well. In that way, if you look at this, let me just show you again. So because you can get into this, I think this should be, so yeah, if you see here, this is actually official Selenium website. All that documentation, everything. This is proprietary website for Selenium. Okay, you can see these are all different languages supported by Selenium. What is it? Java, Python, C Sharp, Ruby, JavaScript, Kotlin, all this. All these languages are supported by Selenium. And if you have any doubts or if you have any questions, this is official website. So any website, if you go and see any website, all that data is coming from here only. People just simplify all this documentation, whatever here, and they create some simplified articles. So that's all. But what is the actual source of for all this? This is the official website. So, and now if you look at here, these are all different languages supported by Selenium. I hope this is clear. And now you should be clear on this. It supports many languages. That's why depends on your feasibility. That organization feasibility, company chooses whatever language they want along with your testing Selenium framework. So that is one more thing. And also it supports multi-browsers, multiple operating systems and browsers as well. So again, if you ask a question, what operating systems it supports? So here itself you should have somewhere we can see it supports definitely Windows and then Mac and then Linux. Selenium supports all this. Apart from, I think these three are most popularly supported operating systems. And then you can see here browsers, and these are all supported browsers by Selenium. But what browsers are supported here? Chrome, you can see here, Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Internet Explorer, and Safari. So these browsers supported by Selenium, multiple browsers, not just one or two. It supports all these browsers. In most organizations, like when where there is more security, I believe people use this Edge as their browser. And some companies definitely can go with the Chrome as well. Okay. And very few companies are using IE these days, I believe. And Safari and Firefox, it depends on demand of that particular vendor or stakeholder or client. But these are supported browsers for Selenium. So that's why, again, one more reason why Selenium is popular means it supports different operating systems and multiple browsers. What operating systems it supports? Even that OS list should be here somewhere in the official doc itself. Maybe let us see. It's okay. We can definitely, these are there. What is that? Your Windows, Mac, and Linux or Linux thing. It supports these things. Okay, just remember. Maybe if I come across here, I'll show you. So that's the idea, friends. And multiple frameworks. Again, Selenium works with not only with this, it supports like TestNG. Okay, and maybe I'm not sure. Maybe it can be integrated with Cucumber as well, right? So it supports multi frameworks. That is one more advantage with Selenium. Okay, that's one more thing. So these are all advantages. These are all the features of Selenium. What are features? It's an open source. It supports web-based automation, and then it is exclusively supporting this. If you ask me if it supports any other type of automation, then the answer is what? Generally, it supports this web-based automation. Okay, next one. Again, we have already had a clear discussion about languages, different types of languages supported by Selenium, and what operating systems it supports and browsers it supports, and multiple frameworks it supports. So these are all the features, more than advantages. These are all the features of Selenium. And how Selenium has evolved, and then this is okay. We are already done with this Selenium with different programming languages. But we can talk about how this Selenium has evolved. When we look at the Selenium suite, you get a clear idea how this Selenium has evolved, friends. So this is all a very useful info for all of us, friends. Okay, I think we came across many things. If you have any doubt in Selenium, apart from these training programs, one thing is you can go and look into this official Selenium doc. Of course, there are many other websites you can try there. I'm just only giving you a quick idea if you are very new. Now, after that, and next one. So what else we are going to talk now? So this is the quick introduction now. You can see here. Selenium it's developed in 2004 by some guy called Jason Huggins, and this was developed as a JavaScript library. And initially, he named this as JavaScript Runner. So that's how Selenium started, friends. And here we are going to talk about more. This is the Selenium suite here. Now you can see we have this. This gives you a clear idea how Selenium had been evolved. We have all different components. This is all different components of Selenium suite. And this is people might ask questions on this in interviews as well about Selenium suite. And they might ask what kind of Selenium components you are using in your project. Right, that is one more thing. So most of the companies use this WebDriver and or Selenium 2 and Selenium Grid. Okay, 2 or 3 or WebDriver thing. And few companies use this Selenium ID or Selenium RC. I hope that is clear. Right, that is fine. But this is a very useful topic for interviews as well. So this is called Selenium suite, what we call. Okay, and in this there are multiple components, and each component talks about the evolution of Selenium here. The first one we can start with Selenium ID, and we have 4 here, of course: Selenium ID, Selenium RC, WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. And now IDE means integrated development environment. RC means remote controller. Selenium remote controller. Okay, and of course merging this RC and WebDriver, they introduced Selenium 2. And then again, with a few more updates, it got into Selenium 3. So that is the quick idea. And Selenium 4 alpha version is available. If you want to review it, you can go and review in this. Just now I have shown you a website, right? In that website, you can, if you want, you can go and check this Selenium 4 as well, if you are interested. So this is the quick idea about the suite and what components we have here. I can quickly answer about this 4, okay? But again, the question is what is IDE? What is RC? What is WebDriver? What is Selenium Grid? We have all these questions. Let's have a quick idea. Selenium ID is this. Of course, this is almost what we call legacy one. Legacy in sense very old one or outdated. So I don't see many companies are still, I don't think many companies are using this. Maybe here and there, very few companies might be using the Selenium ID, but we are not using. If you ask me a question, are you guys using Selenium ID? My answer is no, we are not using it. So, but anyhow, and getting a quick idea about something, it's not going to harm us in any way. So let's have a quick idea. Maybe it's useful to answer some interview questions. Also, if you want to do any certification and to handle that certification questions, to answer that certification questions, understanding all this is very useful to you friends. Okay. So now what is it here? So IDE in sense it's an UI component. Mostly it's a UI based tool, and then develop only few tests. That is one thing. And again, it is a Firefox plugin. It comes as a Firefox plugin. And here again, sorry, you can see here, not tool. This is not a tool actually. I told just UI component tool, but still it's not a tool and it will work only with Firefox. So this is actually dependent component. It is completely dependent on Firefox. So that is another important thing to remember. Of course, say I told you right, this is something very legacy, and many companies don't use it. So but why we are talking here? Having a quick understanding might help us sometimes to answer some questions. That's all. And it is not installable. Another important. It's a plugin. It's not installable. Keep in mind. And we have to use this as a plugin for Firefox. Already this is discussed. And again, it's not a tool. Reiterating, this is not a tool, friends. It's just a plugin, and that too for Firefox. And there are a lot of drawbacks on this IDE. What is that? It cannot handle complex and dynamic test cases. So if you have some simple test cases, okay, that is okay. IDE can handle that, Selenium IDE. But if you are having some complex and dynamic test cases, then definitely this is not the right choice. Selenium IDE is not the right choice. So in this quick discussion, you might answer a few questions if anyone asks you. What is it? So what is Selenium IDE means? It's a simple plugin to Firefox in one sentence. And is it installable? No, it's not installable. That's all. What drawbacks means? It can't handle complex and dynamic test cases. So you can quickly answer something about Selenium IDE now. So that's the idea, friends. So let's jump to the next component after Selenium IDE. What is the next component? Selenium RC. Selenium RC, what is this remote controller? As the name says, it's a Selenium remote controller, which will be working as a remote server, right? And allows us to develop the scripts. So it will be somewhere deployed, and we try to implement some scripts for this. So that is Selenium RC. And due to its usability issues, it was merged with the WebDriver and called as a Selenium tool. Again, RC has certain issues because when you are connecting from remote, there might be a number of issues. So that's why what this was merged with what WebDriver. And we call this as Selenium tool. Of course, even RC, I don't think many companies are using this again. So few companies might be using, that is okay. But again, this got merged with the WebDriver. So if you are using WebDriver, I believe you don't need to again separately, you opt for this Selenium RC. So this is another quick idea. What is Selenium RC means? It's a kind of component which is used to connect from remote by using this remote servers. That's the simple and a quick idea, right? Now, WebDriver. WebDriver is something very popular these days, right? Like especially if you talk about Selenium tool. Tool in sense you don't open any browser and do all this. Like you don't open any window or something. Like tools means we see so many tools, right? It is not like that. We have so many libraries. It's a framework mostly. And WebDriver is one of the component of your Selenium framework, right? So, and this is something we work rigorously. If you start working with Selenium, either with Python or with Java, whatever it is. So without WebDriver, you cannot imagine Selenium framework. Just remember, friends. So what this does, WebDriver is a driver which we are working on the browser. Okay, this helps us to work with the browser, that's all. So that is one thing. Second thing, and any test, see, if you want to do any automation in this Selenium framework, with this Selenium framework, so definitely WebDriver is very important here. Maybe once we start doing, definitely you come to a clear picture, because without WebDriver, we don't expect any Selenium automation happening. Okay, that is such is the importance of WebDriver. Keep in mind, friends. I hope that is clear for all of you. So that is Selenium WebDriver. This is very popular one, and this is very core. And without it, you cannot imagine doing this Selenium automation scripts in when you are working. So that is the quick idea. Anyhow, we are going to work with that WebDriver only. We'll talk more on this. So that's about Selenium WebDriver. Okay, and last one, Selenium Grid. Selenium Grid means simple, as name says, it is used to do some parallel computation, right? It is another component evolved from RC, remote control. And here, if you want to perform some parallel execution, working with multiple components, then we prefer Selenium Grid. Anyhow, we'll discuss this. We have a session on this for 1 or 2 sessions on Selenium Grid. So we come to have a clear idea about this as well. But what is the purpose of this means? If you want to do this parallel execution, then this Selenium Grid is also one of the most recommended component among this Selenium suite. I hope that is clear. In fact, it supports something called what? Distributed execution. So that is the simple idea, friends. Maybe you don't need to remember all this. You can ignore this for now, because when we have a session on this, automatically you get a clear idea with practical scenarios. That itself is enough to get a clear picture on Selenium Grid. But this is a quick high level idea about Selenium Grid. If anyone asks you about grid, means it is just to implement some parallel execution or a distributed execution. So in such case, we prefer Selenium Grid. Just keep in mind, friends. So this is the idea about all this Selenium suite components: Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. Of course, this RC and WebDriver are merged into Selenium 2. Of course, once a tool is built, we get versions, right? Every time we keep adding, doing updates as technology keep evolving. So we have Selenium 3, and right now Selenium 4 is there. So this is all about this suite here. That's all, friends, and all its components on high level. And anyhow, we focus more on WebDriver. WebDriver is the core component. And then Selenium Grid, we don't spend that much time, but at least 1 or 2 sessions we focus on Selenium Grid, or maybe for a couple of sessions we might focus on Selenium Grid. So that's it, friends. This is the idea about Selenium suite. By now, even though we are new to these sessions, you should have got some idea about Selenium now. Why we are using Selenium? Because it's a framework, right? Generally do this automation, web automation. Again, if you ask me a question, you can ask a question, a quick question. What is framework, Manoram? Simple, friends. When you say framework, it provides libraries. Libraries are some modules to implement this automation. Some built-in classes, built-in functions, built-in methods. So all this comes in the form of built-in libraries. That group of libraries is what we call this framework. Means framework provides a built-in support in the form of libraries. And as a automation tester, our job is to understand what are those libraries, what are those built-in classes, what are those built-in methods, and do the automation accordingly. That's all, friends. So nothing more than that. I hope it's clear. Now we are done with this. Java is not in our pipeline because we are Python. We are with Python. So now what we should do, we should jump to something called what? we should start discussing about Python. Okay. Python in sense a quick idea because we are doing Selenium with Python automation. So we need to just get into a quick idea about Python. Got it, friends? And of course, along with that, we focus more on Selenium only. We are not going to focus on Python. But in between, if anything is there, I'll quickly give you an idea what that code is, what it is doing. Okay. And if you want exclusive coverage, then I already told you we have already, you know, all detailed sessions in our uploaded. You can go through that. So that's it, friends. Next one. Now coming to this, what we are going to do apart from this. So we need to have a quick idea about Python. In that, what we are going to do now, we need to go, if you want to work with Selenium with the Python automation, what is that we should do is first thing, we should install this Python and keep it ready. And then Python related tools we should install, like something called this PyCharm. Here we are going to use PyCharm instead of Eclipse. Maybe if you are Eclipse lover, right? So you love Eclipse a lot, then there is again there are plugins. So we can add those plugins to Eclipse and then we can again create that Selenium with Python environment even in Eclipse. If you want that, you just ping me, we'll do that, no problem. But for now, our focus is on all this setting up your Selenium environment in PyCharm, right? So that this is something dedicated for your Python environment. PyCharm means Python edition here, right? So this is another important thing. So what is that we should do now? Once we get a quick idea about Selenium, right? What is that we have to do? We have to have a quick understanding of what of these things. Let me just show you. We should have quick understanding of these steps, so that we can start discussing about the Selenium web locators and components. Okay. Now, what is that we should do if you want to start working with Selenium with Python? First thing, you have to download and install Python software. That is important. Are you ready for this, friends? Shall we start doing this? Just a quick question before we continue with this thing. So, and you will be given a detailed support. It's not like I just only just say something. I'll be there with you until your setup is fine for you. Okay. So we'll go. It's like a workshop kind of thing for you. So until all of you are good, so I'll stay with you. Nothing like it's like we don't rush anyway. Again, I told you right. Our goal is to make sure learners are having a clear picture of these things. Okay. So you don't hesitate. If you need help, you can stay back. We'll set up your machine. That's all. So now, first thing, let's start here. Now, what is that we are going to do? Now, from here onwards, we work hand in hand, both of me and opposite side, all of you friends. So we'll make sure our setup is ready, and then we start working so that when whatever I teach, you can also start executing in your missions, right? So it's not like I just teach. You can also practice it in the sessions while I am doing it. So fine. First thing, I'll give links as well. You just keep doing it. Okay. Already it's there in my machine. Selenium is installed, but I'll drive through it. You can share your screen if you have any issues in installation. Just you can ping in the chat box and then share your screen, and then I'll guide you. So this all help is there. Now, so what we do now, let us just start. This is step one. What is that you should do? Make sure you download and install Python software. This is important. Once this is downloaded, download and install PyCharm. I'll guide you. You don't need to worry about it. Okay, I'm just only giving you a quick heads up like what we should do. Once we install PyCharm, that is enough. Automatically, we can quickly create Selenium environment. We don't have a big issue, friends. Okay, so these two steps are important. And creating Selenium environment is so simple with PyCharm. We can directly go and install Selenium package from the PyCharm itself. And it is so simple. Okay, I'll guide you that. So let's first apply these two steps. What do we do right now? I'll just give you that Selenium link, and then sorry, that what is this? This is the download link for Python. Please download that Python and install if it is not there in your machine. So this is the link I have shared in the chat box, and please open that. Okay, and then go to the, once you are, just copy this and open, friends. Copy this link and open that website, this download website by python.org. Please do that. So what do you have to do? Go to the downloads again. Just please keep interacting, friends, so that it's easy for me to guide you. You are getting error, no problem. You can directly open your browser. Just type this python.org/downloads, friends. So it's not okay. Maybe you try this now. Lakshman, I think I shared a new link. Please try with this. And if others friends, if you have already Python installed, it's okay. Else, just try to click on this link and go to that downloads Python downloads website, and then download Python, and I'll show you how to install again. So now, so this is the downloads website. Okay, go to click on this downloads now. So I believe most of us has Windows, except one or two of you might have Mac. Am I right, friends? So if your machine is Windows machine, click on Windows. Or if your machine is Mac, click on Mac OS. So download Python for Windows by clicking on Windows button here. Download Python software for Mac by clicking on Mac OS. Choose whichever you want, depends on your operating system. So now my machine is Windows. I click on Windows here. And you have all the releases and installers. So what is that you should do? So there are so many releases here. If you want, you can choose a stable version here, right? So you can take 3.11 or anything of your choice. We don't have a problem. It's up to you, friends. Okay. And these are all old versions. When you scroll down, you can see, you can keep observing older versions. So among this, you can see here, these are stable releases. You can choose anything of your choice. Okay. So which one you want to click here under this table releases for this particular latest version? There are two installers here, Windows installer 64 and 32. I believe most of your machines are nothing but 64-bit. If your machine is a 64-bit operating system, click on this installer. Okay, then that installer gets downloaded. If your machine is 32-bit Windows machine, then click on this installer with 32-bit. Right? So then that a setup file is downloaded, executable file is downloaded. Right click on this and then you can say show in folder. What you can do here, you can simply, once that software is downloaded, you have to double click on your software. You can see here, right? And this window opens here. Can you please confirm if you are good till this point? Can you please confirm if you are good till this point? So are you able to download till this? You can answer in the chat box, friends. Are you able to download? Okay. Then once you download, then double click like this. If anybody has an issue, just ping me. I'll just show you. Yeah, no problem. I'll stay. It's not like we'll rush now. Please confirm all your downloads are done, friends. I'm going to guide you. It's not like we'll just rush because this set it for everyone so that we can work on our automation. Okay, thank you, Pradeep. Thanks for doing that. Please install this Python software in your machines, friends. Then we download and install PyCharm. Then we set up Selenium. You can even, if possible, I don't know, we have half an hour more. In that time, if everything is ready, we can just run our first test automation, a quick test automation. We can check that if Selenium is working or not. Okay. So please confirm. Once all of you confirm, then I'll show you how to install this Python. Please confirm if downloads is done. Already couple of people already confirmed. Thank you. Thank you, Mala. How about others, friends? Are you able to download this Python software? Yeah, you can stay back even after class if you need help, no problem. So I think by now everyone should have downloaded from that link if you didn't install your Python software. After that, what is that you should do? Click on this installer and you get a window like this and click on run here. Just click on run. Then you get again installation window like this. Before you proceed, don't proceed from here. Select this add python.exe to path so that you don't need to set it manually. Select this, check this box here at the bottom. If you already bypass, moved beyond that, it's okay. If not, what you should do, or you can uninstall and you do it back again. It's up to you. Or you can add path manually to the environment variables. So there are multiple options to, but this is the simple thing for us. So what do you do right now? Once you get to this setup window, click on this, check this, tick this checkbox, choose this checkbox, and then click on this one, customize installation. And then after that, what? Or just go back, install now. Sorry, don't do customize installation. Install now, friends. Choose what? Install now. So click on it. Then what? Installation starts, and you can see here it is asking for our permission. Okay, yes, click on yes there. Then this is a very simple process. You don't need to do anything. Just click on that, double click on installer, it open, and tick that checkbox at the bottom to add path, and then click on install now. Then setup will automatically do the installation. So now it is installing the latest version. Of course, I already have a Python version, but I am doing it again to show you. Right? So this is a quick idea. So do the installation. First 5 events you install Python, then we can go and install PyCharm. Okay, the setup is progressing. Make sure your Python software is installed in your machine, friends. That is step 1. Yeah, thank you. Please make sure all of you install Python software in your machine. If it is already installed, please ignore my ask. Okay, and here you can see here there is something at the end. Click on this as well, disable path limit. That would be good for us. Okay, click on yes. That's fine. So that even if your path is a little bigger, we can add that to that path. Okay, and finally, once the setup is done successfully, you can close this. Now, what is that you should do? If you just want to check if setup is done successfully or not, you can just open command prompt. Either we can do it from here directly you can enter a command, I mean CMD on your this thing address bar. You can see this command prompt is open. Now you can check whether Python is installed or not. To do that, just type Python here and just press enter, and you can see we got a window here. Python, I mean you can see we got Python prompt. If you get something like this, if you are seeing a Python prompt like this software is installed successfully. Else it is not installed successfully, right? You should see this Python prompt here, and you can see the version as well, 3.11.8. Okay, some metadata here. You can ignore that. Now Python is successfully installed in our machine. So that is step one. I hope all of you are good here, friends. Is that done by everyone? Okay, if you say okay, if you are okay with that, then I'll move to the next step. Can you please confirm if I can move to the next step, installing PyCharm? Please confirm in the chat box. Can I move to the next step, friends, to install this PyCharm? Already we are done with this. Okay, I think I'm getting S from most of you. So let's do installation of PyCharm. What is that you should do? Simply speaking. So this is the, you can just Google, simply in Google, just type here. Already I think somewhere this link should be there, but it's okay. In the Google, you can simply say PyCharm download. That's all. Now, when you say PyCharm download, you can see here, friends, you get this jetbrains.com. Under that, you can see, you can click on this link directly. Usually, we don't need enterprise edition. We need community edition. If it is enterprise edition, it is licensing. They ask us to pay money. We don't need to pay any money. For our learning, community edition is enough, friends. So anyhow, just type in the Google, just Python, PyCharm download and click on this link. Then our download page, we come to the download page. And what you have to do, skip this. Don't download this PyCharm professional and scroll down a little bit. And if you scroll down, you can see here PyCharm Community Edition. This is what we should download, friends. Already I have downloaded and already I am using it. But still, to show you what I'll do, I'll try to just show you here. Click on this here. What do you do? Now, are you good till this, right? So what we have to do is come to this website, download website, and don't try to download professional. Scroll down and you can see here Community Edition and click on download. And you can see automatically download started for this particular PyCharm. These are all simple steps. It's not, there is no complexity. Anyone without any knowledge can do this. Just basic computer knowledge, that is enough to do this installation, friends. Okay. No problem, Shankar. I'll wait. You just please let me know to wait. I'll wait. No problem. Please download it. We'll wait. And still, if any help is needed, you can also stay back after session. Then we can work together and make sure your setup is ready. Okay. So this is getting downloaded. You can see here now download is done, friends. Now what you have to do, go to that download page or download folder. And you can see here already I have a PyCharm. You can see here it is. But now let me to just show you. Let me install this. I don't know if it if it says already you have a version, we'll see. Double click on it. Again, what you have to do? Next. That's all, friends. You have to say run. And after you say run, what is that you should do? You have to simply say, just follow the window. That's all, friends. That installation window, PyCharm installation window. Do you want to allow this app to make changes? And click on S here, friends. And you have setup window here. And what you should do, you don't need to do anything. Blindly click on next. And then if you want, you can just select this. this is actually my previous version. It's asking me, okay, sorry, this even this, it won't show it for you because I already have an older version. So it's asking, select the PyCharm Community Edition version that you want to install. This is the previous version probably. And then, so I am doing that, no problem. To show you how to install this new version. Uninstall silently, no problem. Next. So, okay. Maybe just a minute, friends. Let me close this. Maybe it's asking to close this. Okay, I have opened this and then exit. Okay, now let me click on this. Okay, now it probably it's moving forward. I'm installing this again just to show you. Yeah, now you can see it is uninstalling the previous one and then installing the new one. You get for you don't have all this. You just follow the setup window and click on next, next, next. That's all, friends. Click on next. Maybe if you want, you can create a desktop shortcut and also create associations.py. Okay. And also you can, if you want, you can add this to path, your environment variables path here. Okay. That's all, friends. And if you want, you can also add this. If you want to open folder as project, that's up to you. Okay. But I just checked these three because this I felt these are okay for me. Okay. So you can also select your, this thing here. Do select whatever you want here if you think they are needed. Okay. And if you add this path to environment variables, again, you should do a restart. Of course, you can do that later, no problem. Okay, but let me just show you. And then click on next and click on install. We are done. Once we come to this phase, nothing, it just installs and keep our PyCharm ready for us. So you can allow it first, you allow it some time and PyCharm will be installed, friends. All of you are doing it, friends. Are you able to do it? Okay, Naga, thank you. If it is already installed, then quite happy. No problem, PyCharm, do it. Lakshman, yes, please do it. And even in my machine, it's getting installed. You can see there it's going on. Let's wait until it completes. Maybe it's asking for a restart. Let's see if it works. Okay. If you already have one, no need again, Shankar, not needed. Let's use it. You can use that itself. I'm again reinstalling just to show to the our friends like how to take it up with each step. Yeah, you can use that, Shankar. No problem. Okay. It's asking to reboot, but now because we are in the middle of session, I cannot do. As you are also in the middle of session, I believe you can do it after session, friends. Okay. Click on finish. So that's all. Now what you do, we have to start our this thing here. So just a minute. Let me. And here, this is the latest edition. Now open your PyCharm, friends. Are you able to download it, friends? All of you, are you able to download PyCharm and install PyCharm? But before that, Python installation is important. Once you install Python software, then you can install PyCharm. Anyhow, I will upload this session immediately in the YouTube. Still, if you have a problem, you can follow these steps and you can install in your machine. So This is, you can see here, right? This is our PyCharm. For you also, it might come like this. If not, okay, no problem. I'll show you. Now, right. Can I get all of you are okay, friends? Can I show you like how to add Selenium, how to do Selenium setup for on this Python? Please confirm in the chat box, friends. Are you able to download and install this? Please confirm in the chat box. Then I'll just show you how to set up Selenium in your PyCharm so that we can start use this setup for testing our applications. So this is a simple Selenium demo, okay, which I create. I'll show you how to create a project from fresh as a fresh one. Okay, then no problem. Still no issues. Even if you have any issues, I told you clearly. One thing, you can stay back and work with me to fix your setup. One thing. Second thing, I will upload this in YouTube. Still, you can go through the process again. You can download and install yourself as per your convenience. Okay. Now, let us create our first Python project. I mean, the Selenium project. Of course, in PyCharm, it will be a Python project. But now, let us create a Selenium project now. So go to File, right? And then New Project. Once you come to the PyCharm, open PyCharm, you can see here File, and then go to New Project. But before that, you can do one thing. If you want to add Selenium to your PyCharm environment, if you want to do Selenium setup, before that, just wait, friends. Don't do before, don't create a project. Let's wait. So first, what you should do if you want to add Selenium to your PyCharm, go to File and click on Settings. Go to File. Okay, I'm showing again. Go to File. If you want to do this Selenium setup on PyCharm, go to File and click on Settings. And then what you have to do, you can see here. You can see here. Click on Project, and you might have something else. It is showing Selenium demo. No problem. Yeah. And now you can see here. Click on this Python interpreter. If you are able to directly access this, it is fine. Are you able to access it directly? Can you please confirm if you are able to access this page? So that otherwise we'll do in a different way. We'll create project and then we'll set up Selenium environment. Can you please confirm if it is possible for you? No, then I'll do one thing. Let's create as a project first. Okay, we'll do one thing. What we do first, let's create a Selenium project, and then to that project, let's apply this, add the Selenium environment libraries, all that libraries. It's a simple thing, very simple thing. Go to File, first create a new project. What do you do? Create new project. So here you can see here, you can choose some new project name. You can give some new project name. Just a minute, there is something I'm missing. File. And here you can see here, friends, give some name to your project, something like Selenium with Python. Okay, so just provide a name to the project here. Okay, this one. Once you go to File and then create new project. And what you do now, give some name to your, there is something here, name box. Just give some meaningful name here. And then what you do now, so I gave a project name here as, what is my project name? Selenium with Python, and then click on create. And you can choose this window. I have multiple projects, so it is asking this. Okay. And I'm just saying to use this window here. Now, a project is created. Can you see it, friends? All of you are able to do this now. Are you able to create a project? Is that clear? Or if do you want me to show you again, friends? Just let me know. I can create one more project because we can create as many projects as we want. Are you able to create a simple project? What you should do? Go to file, new project, and then here under this name, you can give whatever name. Already it is showing Python project, but you can give any name of your choice. Right? I just gave a name with Python with Selenium with Python. You can choose any name of your choice. Once you give project name here and click on create, the project will be created like this. Okay, you have project created like this. Now, what should we do if you want to test whether your Python is working or not? What you have to do? Right click, new directory, create a directory here, a folder. So we can create Selenium testing or something. I'm creating a folder. You can create a folder like this. How to create? Right click, new, and then directory. Choose a directory. We can create directly a Python file, but create a folder and add Python files to your that folder. And say directory and create a name. Create a folder under that project. So I created Selenium testing. Again, I'm creating one more folder, Selenium demo. So under your project, create a folder. And how to create? I think I have clearly shown you. So what is how to do that? Simply right click on your project, new, and then directory and give that name to that Selenium. I give my folder name as demo. You can give whatever name you wish. OK, and I created two folders. Now just we would like to quickly test whether that Python we have software installed is working fine in PyCharm or not. So to do that, what we do, let's create a simple quick Python file and test it quickly if it is working. And then we again add Selenium libraries to this. Do we set up Selenium environment on PyCharm? Right now, to test if this Python is working or not in PyCharm, you select any of these folders we have created. You have created. Right click on that, new, and then you can choose what you can choose here Python file, right? And then give some name, some test, right? And press enter. Now you can see a simple Python file is created. To test if this Python is working or not, just use a simple print statement. Welcome to, simply speaking, welcome to Selenium with Python sessions. I'm just adding like this just to, okay. You can just give a simple statement like welcome or something. So this is a quick print statement I am adding to this file, Python file. Now run this. Just test this now if it is working or not. If it is working, all our installations are quite healthy and good. So right click and then run test. And you can see we are seeing the output means all our installations are pretty good. We are fine and good now. So then if this phase is completed, if we are good with all these installations, our Python software, PyCharm, then we have to go and set up Selenium environment. To do that, before I do that, can you please confirm if you are good till this, friends? Right? Are you good till this? Can you please confirm if you are good till this? Okay. No problem. Lakshman, no problem. Do you want me to wait for some time? Or shall I proceed so that you can go through the video? Anything is fine for me. Or you can stay back after session. I'll help you also. No issues. So this is what you should do, friends. Are you able to create this thing? Till this it is fine. Now what you have to do, how to do add this Selenium setup to this PyCharm? Simple friends, go to file and then click on settings. It is so simple to do Selenium setup on your PyCharm. Go to file, observe, everyone observe here friends. If you don't have any idea, if you already know that, it's fine, no problem. So go to file and then settings, and you can see here. You can see here there are many things. You can click on this project something here, Selenium with Python, and click on this interpreter. What is that you should do? Click on Python interpreter. And after you come here, are you able to come till this point? Able to observe? To come this, what you should do, go to file, settings, and then come to the project. Under project, you have Python interpreter. And once at the right side, you have this plus symbol. Click on this to add your Python environment. Sorry, Selenium environment. Click on plus. And here, type here in this search box, Selenium. Right? Are you able to see Selenium here? Can you see? Once I type in Selenium, you can see it is showing all the libraries that are matching with Selenium. We don't need all this. We just need Selenium. Click on it. Okay. And then once you select it, just select it. And at the bottom, you can see install package. What you should do when you select Selenium, it is going to this Selenium official website. You can see here, friends. And then click on what is that you should do, install package here. Now, when you say install package, it will start downloading these packages. Maybe, okay, let me do one thing. Already it's installing. We don't need to do anything. You can see package Selenium installed successfully. So we don't have a problem. Once we search for Selenium and select it and then click on install package, automatically Selenium package get involved. Means your Selenium environment setup is ready on PyCharm. If you just install this Selenium libraries. And what you have to do, close this window, and you can see earlier we just have only 2 or 3 libraries. Now we can see so many libraries here and click on OK. Now the question is, are you good till this, friends? Are you good till this? No, not yet. Repeat this. Okay, no problem. Do you want me to repeat again, Lakshman? Are you good or shall I repeat it again? Are you good till this, friends? Every one of you? Or if you want me to repeat it, I'll repeat it. No issues. If you want me to show again. I can't find Selenium. Okay, no problem. Stay back. We will explore that Selenium, that thing. But now you are clear, right? Go to file, click on settings, and then your project. It will be like this when we come to settings. Expand this project, click on interpreter, and then click on this plus, and then choose Selenium. Already we have installed Selenium packages. I don't think we have anything else to do. It won't show. You can see here. It is showing here at the bottom. Earlier it is showing at the beginning. Okay, no problem. Select it and then click on install package. Already I have installed it. There is no use of installing it again. So it's already installed here and click on close. Click on OK. Now Selenium libraries are that environment is added to your PyCharm. Now the question is, how do I know if this setup is working or not? Right? If this Selenium setup is working fine or not. So what do? We'll do one thing. Okay. I'll just open this. Okay. Let me copy this code. This is just for quick testing. Okay. You don't need to do anything. And then again, file, open, file, recent projects. What is our recent project? Selenium with Python. So this is our project. Now create a simple code. I am just giving you in the chat box to test it. You can copy and paste this code in the chat box. I mean, whatever I am passing in chat box, please copy and paste and create a file. Do it as I am doing. Okay, so to test it, if your Python, even Selenium setup is done properly or not. Now, what do you do? You can choose any of these folders to create a Python file. First, create one Selenium program. So for this, choose Python file and then Selenium first program. Just create something, anything. That name is your choice, friends. So what we are doing, we are checking if our Selenium setup is working fine or not. To do that, what we should do, already we have added Selenium environment to PyCharm. So now copy these few lines of code here and paste it here. Create a simple Python file or Python program, and in that program, copy all the code of lines I have shared in this themes in the chart box. Now you can see here. Don't worry about what is there inside all this. We'll talk about all them. Just see if your Selenium environment is working as expected or not, friends. That's all. Test this code if it is working or not. For that, you don't need to do anything. Go to your project, create a Python program, and then copy the code I have shared with you. And what you should do, just right click and say run your first Selenium program. You can see here there is some driver, and we are trying to just open a Google website from your Selenium program itself. Okay. And here we are using Python as our backend code. Here you can see for automating we are using Python, and these are all libraries. If you ask me what are all these libraries, Manoram, means what are all this? So these are all libraries. The first two lines are libraries. Even the third one is a library, and the sixth line is something. It means at sixth line is creating driver, and seventh line is trying to open a website, and eighth line we are quitting the driver. Okay, so these are all the steps, friends. Now you can just ignore this just to show you. I'm just removing quit to keep that window open. Now what you do, just right click. You can remove quit just to see view that website automated from your simple Selenium with Python this thing code. Okay, right click and then run this. Let us just wait. If this code is working and it is popping up a window, Chrome window, you can see which window it is opening. It is opening Chrome browser. It is opening. Now you can see a browser, Chrome browser popped up, and you can see, I think it's closed immediately. Maybe it can stay back. Okay. What I do is heading dot can apply red dot. Just a minute. We can add some sleep thing to this. Already it's working fine, friends. It is working as expected. I just want to add some sleep thing to this. Okay. Maybe we can try like this. Okay. With time we can apply, or with threading also we can apply. We'll check all that later. We don't need that for now. So now you can put some 5. Probably it will wait for 5 seconds. Now run this. Run this again. It's working. We are able to open browser, and it is able to show Google. Bring in Google. You can see now this automation is pretty fine. Means our Selenium setup is working as expected. You can see process finished. So this is your simple automation. Very simple automation. Finally, what did we do in today's session? We are able to set up Selenium environment, able to set up all this, your Python, PyCharm, and also even Selenium environment. We are able to test run a simple Selenium program, a simple Selenium program. And in the next session, in the next week, we will talk about all that basics we need to understand all this. Okay, so that's it, friends. Any questions? If you want any help, please stay back, or else what you can do, we can stop here for now, friends. If anybody need any help, just please ping me. I'll wait for you. Thank you, friends. Hope you got clarity on all these steps, right? If you need help, stay back. We'll discuss, friends. I'll help you to set up. Thank you. Yes, Lakshman, sure. You can wait. In right. Thanks, everyone. We'll get back next week again. Yeah, Lakshman. Yeah. Please share me your screen. What you can do is okay, Naga, I can help you if you can wait for a few minutes, okay? Okay, so what you do, who is that sharing screen here? Is it Lakshman or Naga? Lakshman, huh? Okay, 1 minute, Lakshman. I'll open this mic. I will provide access to mic so that you can discuss. Yeah, you can talk now, Lakshman. I can hear you.
Yeah. The thing is that you suggested me to add a project here, right?
Yeah, can you
So I
share?
can't.
I can see your browser window, but meetings thing, but I'm not seeing your PyCharm, Lakshman. Can you go there?
Yeah, I
Can you?
opened the PyCharm now. Yeah. Can you
Okay.
see my PyCharm window now?
Yeah,
Okay. So the thing is, first I would like to confirm whether my Selenium is installed or not. So for
sure.
that, what I have done is, I suggested I typed in Python.
Just a minute. I think again we have some problem here, Lakshman. I am not seeing your PyCharm software. I'm seeing still that meetings window.
Okay, 1 second. I'll stop sharing my window and screen,
Yeah, yeah.
entire screen. Yeah, I think you can see now. Semi entire screen.
Yeah. Let me confirm. Yeah, now I am seeing it, Lakshman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So here, when you were suggesting me to add
Go.
the the Selenium project, the Python
Okay.
file.
Hmm. Did you add that
Uh,
libraries as
I didn't add that. I think I missed the step. So how
go
to
to
add the
file,
libraries?
go to file, and then
File
their settings,
settings.
and then click on that interpreter. Yeah, already you have clicked on under project. Click on plus, and then select search for Selenium.
That's what I'm stucking here because I can't see here the Selenium. Uh, I think I have missed something. One of your steps here anywhere.
No, nothing like that. You are. I believe you are good. Can you again? It's not showing anything here. Okay. So no
Yeah.
problem. We can create a new project again. That's not a big problem. Close it now. Why it's
Cancel this
showing?
one.
Yeah, you can cancel it. Uh, uh, yeah. Can you already it's showing
Shall I
site
create
packages? Can you expand that site packages?
this one?
Yeah. Site packages. Yeah, it's showing only pip there. I think nothing else. No problem. Yeah, it's pip only. We don't have a Selenium libraries there. Uh,
Okay. So
this is
where
the
do
newly installed your Selenium this thing,
Yes,
Lakshman.
yes. It's a new one.
Let's do one thing. Let's create a new project and try it one more time. Go and create a new project. Go to file, leave this as is, no problem. New project. Just give some project name.
Okay, Selenium one. Create.
Anything. Yeah, create. Let's create it. It's a simple thing. This window or new window, you can choose anything of your choice.
Yeah, I'm in the
And
Selenium one.
now go to the file again. We can create a file later. Just see if Python working for you.
I didn't check that because that's
Please
what I
check
was
that.
trying to
Sometimes the problem is the interpreter has to be linked. Not there
check.
in the PyCharm.
My charm.
Mm. You can create a simple program there. Right click on that project. Right click on the project. No need of any folder. Right click on the project, please, Lakshman.
Yeah,
Right click on it. And
I'm
then
right. I'm trying doing the right click actually. I don't know. My mouse clicking is not working.
okay. So no problem. We should just create a file there. That's all under that project, and then just run it.
Okay, then that's fine. I'll try to see the video and do. So is there anything that I'm missing anyway? Anything here?
I don't see you are
Okay,
missing anything. Can you go to
I
the
can.
command prompt? Please go to yeah. Now you think you got new, and then
New.
Python file,
Yeah.
Python file. Just give some test or something. Anything is fine. And then no need of any extension. It will automatically pick it. Now just
Okay,
add
got it.
print in double quotes. Hello. Just say something. Hello. I'm just seeing if your Python is working fine. Okay. That's enough. Run it. Right click and just run test. It's working. So Python is
It's
there.
working.
Now go to
Okay.
again. See, it has to pick.
Files.
Are you connected to internet properly, Lakshman? That is also sometimes a problem.
I connected to internet. Yeah.
Okay, go to the settings. It's a simple, like we don't have any problem. You can see, go to the uh, project.
Okay, I need to go to the project.
Now go to file. Not there, not there. Go to file, settings,
File
settings,
settings.
settings, and then project. And there you can see project. Expand that project and Python
Okay.
interpreter. And then plus, click
Add.
on plus. Yeah. And then Selenium.
I need.
Search for Selenium. Now it's coming. See, not sure why.
Yeah. Previously, I don't know why it didn't come. From here,
And then
sorry to
just
bother you.
no problem. See, I'm more than happy to help. We don't have an issue. Right.
So I got this one. Click on install package, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm happy with this from here. That's fine.
Okay.
You
And
can
it
help
will.
others.
Yeah. So Naga, do you have? I think he's also having same problem. Did you get anything from this, or can you share me your screen and show you, Naga? I'll help you. Yeah, you can stop sharing, Lakshman, if you are
Yeah.
good.
I stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, please share me your screen. If you want to talk, you can unmute and talk, Naga. I think still.
Yeah, hi. I'm Naga's wife actually. Naga. Narayana.
Yeah. Now I can
I'm
see
just
your. Yeah, Naga, I can see only your. Now I am seeing this. Yes. So Python
getting this.
interpreter.
Hmm.
Okay, can we go?
I'm
Can we go to the? I mean, project once. Please close this window. Close this window. And now just wait there. Wait there. Wait there. I think maybe now go to the file. Let us try to add Selenium. Go to file, settings. This is simple thing only, and click on and you can see at the right side. Click on that plus Naga.
this only, right?
Plus, yes, plus. Click on that plus, and there just search for Selenium. Selenium. You can see. I think I select that and click on install packages.
When
Already
I
it's
have
selected.
done,
Install package. Yes, no problem. Nothing happens. Click on it. It's
I'm
installing
getting
now.
error. Error
Okay,
I'm
let's
getting.
let's see. Let's see. Sometimes there will be a little network problem or something like that. Do you have any such issues there? Naga?
No.
Let's wait. If you still get an error, we'll try to create from scratch and see. I think it's installed,
No,
right?
it's not installed. From
Now you are
past, yeah,
yeah,
I'm good. But
you are good now. No problem, Naga. Somebody else also. So you can test that code I have shared in the, I mean, chart.
yeah,
So you can create a Python script and test it if your setup is working as expected. Okay.
I'll just do that. Yeah.
Okay, Shankar, please share your screen, Shankar. Uh, you can please share your screen. Yeah. Uh,
Okay, let me share.
yes, yes, Shankar, sure. Not seeing any screen, Shankar.
I think very slow my computer.
Okay, got it.
Even the installation was also taking time. When people
Okay,
are completed, I was still downloading.
okay,
So basically, I have opened in my existing PyCharm. And
okay.
as you mentioned, I created a new file project.
Okay.
And in that one, as Lakshman found that we need some libraries. That libraries we have to load.
So
So let
are you able
me.
to install that libraries or packages?
No. I am at the installation stage.
Hmm.
Select tab to share window.
Then if it is, you can, once that installation is successful, then I think that will work, I believe, Shankar.
Yeah, but let me show you where is PyCharm.
Yeah, please share me your screen.
Okay, so now I am opening the newly installed Python. Is it
Okay.
visible to you?
No, I'm not seeing your screen. Even I'm not having any sharing here, Shankar.
Okay, it's in sharing mode.